Hello friends. So I didn't have anything to say about bottom surgery because I mentioned that in a few other videos, and that's just that I don't think it's for me. Maybe if they make advances at some point, I might be interested, but at this point, not interested in bottom surgery. Only top surgery. Hello, dog. But I did want to talk about raising kids and teaching them about gender and all of that, because I'm taking a class about psychology of gender, and so I don't keep up with all the readings all the time, but I did notice in class when we were going over the readings and everything that there was I just ripped my book. There's an excerpt about how to raise kids and how to raise a gender aschematic child. So I want to read this to you guys because I think it's interesting, and I know that it's at least a different point of view compared to the other videos, which is like personal preferences, which is great, but I find it interesting anyway. Okay, so Bem, I guess that's one of the researchers, suggests how to raise a gender aschematic child using practices she adopted in raising her son and daughter. And these ideas are shown in Table 5.3, so that's just like, whatever. Her basic position is that you teach your child that sex is only a biological category, and the only way you can know whether someone is female or male is to see the person naked. Because society associates sex with much more than biology, the parent must go to some lengths to make sure prevailing stereotypes are not instilled in the child. This includes altering storybooks so all men are not viewed as having short hair and all women are not viewed as having long hair. All men are not viewed as heroes and all women are not rescued. All men are not depicted in blue and all women in pink. The parent would provide the child with a range of toys and not let the child's gender influence the choice of toys. Side note, I was thinking about this the other day about how I'd want to raise my kids, because I think I want to have kids in the future. And I think that basically I'm just kind of let them choose whatever they want, and if they grow out of a certain kind of toy that may be gendered, you know, whatever. But I'm not going to feel like they have established their gender identity until, you know, they're a much more self-aware, like an age that can be self-aware, not like little kids. But definitely want little kids to be able to choose whatever toys they want, because, come on, some are really awesome and some are kind of stupid, so not going to force the stupid ones on them. So anyhow, both boys and girls will be given blocks, trucks, and dolls. There would be no such thing as girl clothes and boy clothes. Both would wear shirts, pants, dresses, and barrettes. Boys in dresses, boys wearing barrettes. When I first present Bem's 1984 ideas in class, these remarks were the most commonly made. Students are all for letting girls wear any clothes and play with any toys, but someone usually draws a line at seeing boys in a boy in a dress. Because I find dresses fairly uncomfortable, my personal response is to remove dresses from the category of clothing for both women and men. Another common reaction from students is that a child should choose who he or she wants to be and how he or she wants to behave, that parents should not force their child to be a gender schematic or gender aschematic, which I think is very valid. I guess I don't know for sure how I'm going to raise a kid, because I think it's a very, it should be a fluid process, and you shouldn't have this fixed idea of how it's going to go, because life is unpredictable and you need to just kind of roll with the punches. So I don't think that I want to be like, you need to be queer and don't give in to gender stereotypes. Because if they want to, I mean, whatever. Like, I just want focus to be on the individual and not so much fitting into a box for society. If they want to make their own box, so be it, right? Bem would respond that a child is never free to behave as he or she pleases, because society will provide clear messages about how to behave, and those messages will be sexist. Thus, if parents do not inoculate their child against gender schemas, society will impose those schemas. For those of you who are interested in the results of Bem's child rearing process, At the end of her book, her children comment favorably on the way they were raised. And yes, Bem's grown son still occasionally wears dresses. Way to go. Um, so just some food for thought. Hope you find that interesting. I will see you all on Saturday.